We have footage of a new prototype of the Tesla Cybertruck. It has no door handles and some updated trim, as well as some other minor updates. Let's take a look and see. Welcome back to Torque News YouTube channel. Please subscribe for daily Tesla news and give us thumbs up if you find this report informative. We have breaking news of a Tesla Cybertruck prototype from Twitter user. It was spotted in what may be the hills behind the Tesla Fremont, CA factory. Here's what people had to say about it. Note, I put my responses to things said in parentheses. What people have to say about the Cybertruck prototype from Cybertruck Owners Club. Jeremy Johnson reports from the Torque News Tesla news team. He says the last video proves that CT can play cat and mouse. This is a topic for nice discussion. It's hard to tell, but are there handles on the Cybertruck in the second video? Is this an updated version? That's what I was looking for last night when this was posted. I can't see any shadow or slight indication of handles, but these videos appear to have taken on a potato phone or are purposefully made to be inadequate for zooming in. Why do people make 4 seconds clips? I would answer that by saying that the person taking the video had no real incentive to take a long video. Dear people of the internet, did you know it's possible to hold your phone sideways while recording video? I agree there is artifacting around the areas where handles would be visible. I think this is the same prototype until happily proven wrong. Still awesome to see it in action again. In this case, it was likely an iPhone camera which records a few seconds of video on either side of the still. It's likely the photographer just snapped a few quick shots. Looks like the hills behind Fremont. Probably preparing for a trip to the stockholders meeting in Austin. Yes, it does look like the same one we've seen before. What I look forward to is a video with multiple Cybertrucks in it. Got me thinking about early CT reservation holders. When I see your Cybertruck in the wild while waiting on mine, I will approach, expect a ride, and minimum 1,000 questions are to be answered. Early CT recipients will be hunted mercilessly. I expect early Cybertruck owners will want to show other people their truck in addition to being hunted mercilessly for questions and to show it off. The Tesla Cybertruck. The Tesla Cybertruck is Tesla's market entrance into the market segment of pickup truck. It is intended to be a futuristic and high-end pickup truck and will compete with the Ford F-150 and Rivian's trucks, along with every other pickup truck in the market. I expect that the Tesla Cybertruck will do very well upon release. The biggest challenge for Tesla will be ramping production and making sure the Cybertruck is of high quality, since Tesla has never mass-produced it before. Whenever you are first creating something, there's going to be more bugs and problems to work out than with something you have already done before. As Elon Musk has said, prototypes are easy, production is hard. I expect the Cybertruck to launch in late 2022. Did you know that someone made a spreadsheet that lets you see an estimated date of when you might get your Cybertruck order? What do you think of the Tesla Cybertruck prototype? Are we on track to have a full release by the end of 2022? Will the truck have door handles or not? Leave your comments below, share the article with friends and tweet it out to your followers. When the Tesla Cybertruck was introduced, the first thing that caused a great visual impression, and even a certain mixture of rejection and amazement, was precisely the design of the body, the straight and angular lines, the postmodernist aspect mixed with a certain touch of science fiction. Blade Runner, the iconic movie from the 80s, always comes to mind, plus the aggressive and futuristic design left no one indifferent, both for and against Cybertruck. Basically, the Cybertruck is an all-electric, battery-powered, light-duty truck announced by Tesla a couple of years ago, November 2019. 3 models have been announced, with EPA range estimates of 400 to 800 kilometers, 250 to 500 miles, and an estimated 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, 0 to 62 miles per hour, time of 2.9 to 6.5 seconds, depending on the model. The stated goal of Tesla in developing the Cybertruck is to provide a sustainable energy substitute for the roughly 6,500 fossil fuel-powered trucks sold per day in the United States. Certainly, the positives far outweighed the negative views on its design. This was very evident in the volume of reservations made through the Tesla website. They far exceeded expectations. It is a combination of a battery pack of incredible technology and capacity, plus the availability of an autonomous driving software package, FSD, which just this week is in beta testing phase in the other Tesla models, plus the fact of having that cutting-edge design already mentioned, in addition to the fact that it is an all-electric truck, and several other extremely important details, make the Cybertruck an object of desire for thousands of people who impatiently wait for their deliveries. In this article I want to focus specifically on the body of the Cybertruck, I want to comment on how incredibly good the idea of making a monocoque type exoskeleton is and how this is reflected in a number of advantages. Chassis can be considered an underappreciated part of a car. Not a lot of people know about them and even fewer people care about them. Here is a very short explanation of the types of chassis normally used in the auto industry. Ladder frame chassis, one of the oldest chassis. The ladder chassis gets its name from the shape it has, which, simply put, is like a ladder. It has two long and heavy beams which are supported by two short beams. The main selling point of the ladder chassis was how easy it was to manufacture. During the beginning of the era of the automobile, technology was not really advanced and the simplicity of the ladder chassis made it easier to mass produce. The chassis also makes the car assembly easier. The ladder chassis is quite heavy and thus still finds use in vehicles that need to tow heavy stuff around. Backbone chassis, it also gets its name from how it's constructed. A rectangular cross-section cylindrical tube through the middle of the chassis that connects the top and the bottom suspension, the backbone. It's present in cars like Skoda Rapid and DMC DeLorean. The cylindrical tube actually covers the driveshaft, thus making it safer from getting damaged, which can also be a disadvantage. Monocoque chassis, a unibody structure, it too gets its name from its structural look. Monocoque being French for single shell or a single hull. The monocoque was first used by ships and then by aeroplanes. It took quite some time to figure out that they can be used in cars as well. A monocoque is a shell around the car made by using both chassis as the frame in a single construction. This is the most commonly used chassis right now due to the number of advantages it has over the other two chassis. Tubular chassis. Tubular chassis were mainly used in race cars due to the unrivaled safety they provide. These were an upgrade from the ladder chassis as they were three-dimensional and were stronger than ladder chassis. They employed the use of a strong structure below the doors to get more overall strength. Tubular chassis are rarely used on passenger cars. I will focus on the monocoque chassis. The advantages are: A. It's safer than both the other chassis due to its cage-like construction. B. The chassis is easy to repair as well. C. It has superior torsional rigidity. There are also some disadvantages. A. The chassis is obviously heavy as it's both the frame and chassis as one single entity. B. Producing it in small quantities is not financially feasible and thus it cannot be used for trucks that are not mass-produced. Going back to our main focus, which is the Cybertruck, Tesla uses an exoskeleton to make it as tough as a body-on-frame vehicle without the weight penalty. Elon Musk said the following at the electric pickup trucks presentation. "We moved the mass to the outside. We've created an exoskeleton. The way that trucks are normally designed, you have a body on frame, a bed on frame, and the body and the bed don't do anything useful. They are carried like cargo, like a sack of potatoes. It was the way that aircraft used to be designed when we had biplanes, basically. The key to creating an effective monoplane was a stressed skin design. You move the stress to the outside skin. Allows you to do things you can't do with body on frame." The Cybertruck is built with an exterior shell made for ultimate durability and passenger protection. Starting with a nearly impenetrable exoskeleton, every component is designed for superior strength and endurance, from ultra-hard 30x cold-rolled stainless steel structural skin to Tesla armor glass. They point out that with the ultra-hard 30x cold-rolled stainless steel, if there was something better, we'd use it. Help eliminate dents, damage and long-term corrosion with a smooth monochrome exoskeleton that puts the shell on the outside of the car and provides you and your passengers maximum protection. As I said at the beginning, the Cybertruck has all the elements available to beat the competition by a huge margin, be it ICE trucks or other BEV trucks, just considering the features of its chassis design, the exoskeleton. I can easily understand the impatience of the people who have been waiting months for their orders, and in some cases, years. Hopefully, we will have the Cybertruck on the roads by 2022, if everything goes well at Giga Texas.